Wings talked shit this week.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
Every week.
Do you remember
I heard it. He's always so mad.
Yeah.
He's always so angry.
He was crying about getting kicked off the show and crying about chiz and some shit. He's probably
about
just trying
our
to
show. He talked shit about us.
Yeah. Because he's probably trying
with-
to promote his LolCow fucking podcast with some actual drama instead of fake drama.
Well,
I didn't know we had drama with Wings.
I just try to ignore him most of the time unless he does something fun or interesting, and then someone sends me the clip of it. But it's been a long time, it seems, since he's done anything funny or interesting, because I haven't gotten a clip in like 2 years.
It is on that trip. It was funny because like Harley has his like finger on the pulse. Like he follows a lot of the drama shit. He's like, do you know about the LolCow podcast? And I was like, yeah, I think like Wings and Boogie. And I think that he's like, yeah. It's like they were talking shit on you guys again. Wings does not like you, Taylor. And I was like, oh no, really? That's unsurprising. I know he doesn't like me. I didn't take his spot. I didn't even take his fucking spot.
Yes, you
Lefty
did.
was.
Yes,
Lefty
you
was
did.
here.
Yes, you did. Stop trying to rewrite history. Taylor called me and said, you know what? I don't think Wings is very good for the show. I should have his spot. I was like, you think? I'm loyal to Wings. And Taylor's
remember,
fuck that guy.
I remember exactly what he said. He made a joke. He said something like, Wings can't cut the mustard. He eats too many sandwiches anyway. Something like that. Made a fat joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all
Did he say
true.
it in a Chinese accent? Did he do that at all?
He used a couple
no, but he
accents
does
during
this
the call.
thing.
Kyle thinks the accent is fine, but when I squint my eyes while I do it, he said that go too far.
And so he does the accent and I make the face and it's okay.
Yeah, that's called a distribution of responsibility there. What are we both being racist?
How can that be?
I dare you call me racist.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, that was close. Almost too much overlap. He's straight up. He does not like me. Apparently, Harley clued me into that during Gun Day.
Well, you know what? That's a shame. I wish that he did like you or us.
I don't care.
I wish he weren't so sour about things because it's not healthy to hang on to those kinds of grudges, and he doesn't really have any reason to be anyway. You know,
you don't want to be a grudge guy.
And Lefty took his spot. You know, go give Lefty beef.
Yeah, Lefty was here for like a cup of coffee, and then so really he was just a nice buffer zone so that I can be technically correct about not taking Wings' spot.
Their LolCow podcast sucks too. They're both
Is it bad
to confront anybody. Yeah, Boogie, if anybody challenges him, he just sticks his ass up in the air. I think he's trying to spread his cancer out to all their listeners. So it's fucking horrible. It's so boring.
If you're gonna be a LolCow, you have to play into that and indulge all the drama and the silliness and the nonsense. You can't go on there and be Mr.
Wings
Serious.
trotted out fucking Wings. They were asking Wings about something controversial, calling him a pussy, and he said, "Oh, I'm doing this charity to raise to get backpacks and notepads for poor students." It's like, who gives a fuck about your charity to give kids coloring books?
I'm going to start a charity that will raise more money to remove backpacks and books from children.
That's charity.
Yeah.
Wings is, you know how in Magic, in Skyrim, you get level 1 illusion, level 2 illusion. Wings is a level 1 manipulation wizard. And so he thinks that he did this thing a while back with some crippled girl who needed to be put up.
That.
She thought that if they put her in a bariatric chamber, it would fix her ridiculous nervous disorder and allow her to walk upright and shit. Heather Heyer or something. And Wings leaped onto that. He would, whatever her name was, I forget. Who's Heather Heyer? She's somebody else.
That's the lady.
That's a fat girl. I got big girls on the brain.
Does that help you, Ashley?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And I can never forget him sitting there in his best greasy fucking shirt with that notepad, clicking a pen to it because he's seen professionals do that when they interview people. He's got notes, it's scribbles on there or his candy list or whatever. and this poor little girl is genuinely disabled. She looks like she's got muscular dystrophy or something. She's all crinkled up and shit.
Down.
And Wings is like, so poor little crippled girl that I'm recording for internet clout. Would a bariatric chamber be good for you? And she's like, yes. It would allow me to be a human again. And her mama's there yeah, we just want we want her to be able to be like all the other little girls and wear dresses and go to prom and just live a normal life. And Wings is like, yes, so how could we arrange this? How could I be part of? And it's just so cringe because you can see through his level 1.
Yeah. That's what it was like.
Level 1 manipulation skills
for poor kids. Like, who the fuck? You're a piece of shit. Both of you are 2 pieces of shit. Tell me this. Oh wow, you got coloring books for poor kids, man. You guys are fucking great.
Yeah, imagine a lower stakes, lower benefit charity than fucking coloring books for kids.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks a lot. Is this a barbecue stain? This barbecue stains in the coloring book, you fat fuck.
All the pictures are already colored.
King.
There's a bite out of it.
I think she had cerebral
palsy.
palsy.
Bite out of this coloring book.
It was something bad.
Yeah, she had cerebral palsy, and he had this. If I understand, a bariatric chamber, it puts you in like it's pressurizing the air around you, right?
Like an iron lung.
And maybe like high oxygen too.
Maybe, but he thought that would cure cerebral palsy.
Yeah,
it couldn't hurt.
It doesn't cure cerebral palsy, and Kyle kind of nailed it with like the level 1 manipulation. It was kind of a transparent thing.
I could just imagine manipulate.
We joked about it on the show.
And like one person in the crowd gets those dizzy symbols above their head, and the rest of us are like,
I want coloring books.
That we know, right?
Like, it really worked for him. Maybe because the audience was young at the time. But at the time, he got all this praise and like accolades for being such a good person. And he's like, man, I'm going to like keep this up. I'm going to do another one and another one. And continued with the praise and the accolades pouring in. I was like, I'm going to one up you. I'm going to like go to a nursing home and get loads of sick, poor people. And eventually I was going to a graveyard, just finding, like dead people and, raising money for them or something.
Fallen soldiers and stuff.
Yeah. So
yeah. So when he says bad things, I take them salted with knowledge of things like that.
Heavily salted.
I take it with some thick skin. I think sometimes you say things and it maybe only felt it for a short period of time. I think maybe he's just trying to put a show on.
Yeah, he can get hot-headed, and I know what that's like. He's not trying
very hard.
No, have you watched much of the LolCow show?
I can only watch it when Ralph's watching it, but yeah, I have seen enough to know that it's just like it's like watching lesbians have sex. Like it's 2 female parts trying. There's no interaction. They need.
I don't know. I might like this podcast.
No, you need some conflict.
Like lesbians having sex. It's 800 pounds of lesbians having sex. Tommy C is great, but he's doing.
I just imagine it's like, you know what I like? Mountain Dew. Oh, I love Mountain Dew. You know what's the best? Coke Red Mountain Dew.
Remember you guys used to do heated candy debates?
Yeah.
I want them to recreate that.
Dude, I love our candy debates because I put a lot of thought into them. The Almond Joy, I still say, is a premier candy bar.
It's a good candy. No one ever took that from you.
I don't know. That candy's too sweet. Taylor's like, it's fucking candy.
Yeah. Well, that's a little too sweet for my fucking refined palate. It's like, okay, Mr. Pinky's up eating a Reese's cup. I didn't. Yeah. That's a damn shame.
They'll have
that they're
something
not
to respond to. You're welcome, you fat pieces of shit.
Man, you're going on here and you're helping LolCow because now they can pretend that we responded for more than 3 seconds and in sincerity.
Yeah.
Like, they got our, like, I saw Zach say that like Boogie claimed we were using his name to drive up views.
Yes.
I did.
Absolutely a Boogie hanger on.
Yes.
I did accidentally.
Usually when I see a Boogie title in there post show, I'm like, do people really care? Let's put something else in there. Like, we usually don't include.
I was thinking of EDP the other day, but I accidentally said Boogie, and I felt bad about that.
We corrected it. Yeah. But Boogie's Boogie's not a much better guy than EDP by all accounts.
EDP's a pedophile.
EDP seems to be interested in the 12, 13-year-old crowd.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like I know we're done here. We're over time, but like quickly, they baited this EDP guy. In case you don't know, he's a giant fat black guy, online kind of like video maker at one point. And so grown men like our age, white dudes, are pretending to be like a 13-year-old girl sexting him, and they're like, send me a picture of your doo-doo. And he's like sending them pictures of his doo-doo and like all sorts of weird shit like that, because they plan to humiliate him when they see him. And I think they made him bring cupcakes, and so that here's this like 400-pound black man in an alley with a bunch of cupcakes, and these 2 white dudes our age like roll up on him like, yo, fatso, what's up? You've been looking, and just they go right into picking on his weight, calling him a pedophile, showing the evidence. They got pictures of his doo-doo. Like, it's brutal.
He was dead to rights immediately.
They had their own weight issues too, which I thought added to it.
Nobody was skinny, but we're gonna do this 400 pounds.
He's the kind of guy that I would want a picture with if I were in a public place, because I would look svelte. Look real.
I'm not a pedophile. I wouldn't look like a pedophile at all if I'm standing next to him, right?
Oh, you're looking like you're into matures next to him, and you're
Mr. upstanding citizen over there.
You're standing there with your adult girlfriend.